Hi dear friends, how are you all doing? Let me hope you are all doing fine. I am fine too, I thank God. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning back here. Thank you for your love and your support. I appreciate much, guys. But if it is your first time to be on this channel, hello, thank you for stopping by. Please watch the video to the end, and before you leave, remember to watch my other videos too. You are going to learn a lot. So guys, in our today's video, we are going to be having a story time. It's a continuation of Zara's love story, a South African lady who thought had found love on an online dating site, but it turned out to be her worst nightmare. So I started with her past love relationship experience, and we are still on it. But today we are going to be talking about her online dating experience. It has happened, or it has been happening. You guys approaching me on Instagram, even here on YouTube, asking me these questions like, Bella, you have never talked of this experience. Bella, have you ever heard of a lady who dated a guy like this? Because I don't know. I would like to know if it is something normal, you know. So we are going to be learning really a lot from Zara's online dating experience. I promise you that after watching this video, you are not going to leave empty. You will leave with something new, something that will guide you on your online dating journey, something that will help you to find a guy that is a quality guy, so that you find yourself in the hands of the right guy. Yeah, so without wasting much of your time, let us get started. So dear friends, I know you who have been following this love story can remember of Ricardo and Portia. So Zara tells you after the whole drama with Ricardo had to heal and decided to move on, had never heard again from either Ricardo or Portia. So at that time, she was living with her friend because had started nursing school. So the friend she used to stay with was dating a Polish guy, and that Polish guy was really good, taking a good care of Zara's friend. So Zara's friend convinced Zara to also try to date international white men, because Zara had been dating white South African guys. So after Zara was convinced, tells you that had tried online dating and tried Afro introductions, but later just decided to leave everything. So in 2021, after talking to her friend, decided, why not? Let me try online dating. And the apps that she knew were Bumble, Tinder, and Afro introductions. So that moment decided to try Afro introductions. And when she tried Afro introductions, tells you her experience wasn't good at all. Could meet lots of players, you know, how it can be, yeah. But kept on searching until 2022. Decided to download Badoo. Yeah, so when she downloaded Badoo, it did not take her much time. That same day, matched with a German guy by the name of Andreas. So this Andreas told Zara had arrived in South Africa a day before for work, cause was an engineer. So when Zara heard Andreas was an engineer, was really happy and got more curious to get to know this Andreas, because Zara likes a lot science and likes men who are intelligent. So tells you could date a doctor, could date an engineer, could date a guy who is in computer science. If a guy had any science background, then Zara is attracted to you. So yeah, they matched, and after chatting a little bit, felt like they connected Andreas asked to do a video call with Zara so that can confirm they are both real. So exchanged WhatsApp numbers and made a video call. Zara tells you when she saw Andreas on a video call, oh my God, he was so cute, tall, she was really attracted to him. And the conversation on the video call went really good. Andreas told her that because he is an engineer, his work makes him travel a lot, stays very little time at home. So after that video call, Andreas invited Zara out, on a date. And Zara had to tell her friend about Andreas, and the friend told her, go on that date, but don't go with so much expectations, and make sure that this guy is going to pay for everything before you leave the house, because you can find some guys who are into 50-50. So talk to Andreas, and Andreas was like, no problem, I'm going to pay for everything. So Andreas was living 40 minutes away from Zara, drove to where Zara used to live to pick her for their date. And yeah, they went on their date. Tells you Andreas was such a gentleman. He could open the door for her, could carry her bags, everything, was such a guy that pulls the chair for you to sit down. And this really made Zara feel treated like a princess. So it tells you their date really went super good. It was such a lovely date. They had intelligent conversation that day. And yeah, the day came to an end. Zara went back home. They kept on seeing each other. Andreas could go to work, and then after work could go to pick Zara and hang out together. So after going on several dates, eventually invited Zara on a weekend getaway. So Andreas booked for their hotel where they were going to stay on that weekend getaway, and yeah, came, picked Zara. They went on that weekend getaway, enjoyed very much, and that's where they shared the goodies. Yeah, but Zara tells you, unfortunately, Andreas could not stay hard. At first, Zara felt like maybe because he is nervous, Zara is new to him, but later says, I think he had a problem, with his eggplant. Yeah, but other things went very well. They connected so much. There was chemistry between them. So after enjoying their weekend getaway, it came to an end, and Andreas was really sad, told Zara, I have to go to Cape Town for work. But after Cape Town, I'll come back to Johannesburg to meet you again so that I can travel to India. Because remember, his work would make him travel a lot. So when they were saying goodbye, oh my God, he was really showing a very sad face. A message that arrived to Zara is, I hate that I have to go. That is how their connection was so strong. So yeah, he left and Zara returned back to her normal life, studying, and they communicated. And Zara tells you, a week after he left South Africa, he ghosted her. Oh my God, Zara was really hurt. And the reason why she was so hurt, it's because felt like they connected so much with Andreas, felt like had found a guy that she really liked, that good guy that treated her very well, and then ghosts her. So after Andreas ghosting her, Zara decided to go online and start searching on how to date a German guy, how are German men. That is how she came across my YouTube channel. YouTube recommended my videos to Zara. And the first video that Zara watched on my channel was the video I did on men to run away from. Never date these kind of men. So from there, Zara started watching my videos, could watch every video that I upload, could follow my guidance. Also came across a video on how a German man and that is when she came across this information of most German men are into a 50-50 kind of a relationship, but was like, surprisingly, Andreas was never 50-50 with me. And I think Andreas stays in that category that I said, not all, but most German men prefers a 50-50 kind of a relationship whereby you have to split the bills, or maybe you go on a date, you have to pay for your drink, he pays for his drink, even if he's the one that told you, you know, let's meet up for a drink. Yeah. So she was like, Andreas was different. He was not into a 50-50 kind of a relationship. So yeah, kept on watching even the videos on dating sites and apps to try. So after watching dating apps and sites to try, came across another video where I was talking of white men to run away from, especially those who come in your country for work. That is when she was like, what? She is right. Maybe Andreas was married. Yeah, so if you have not come across that video on my channel, go watch it. It's very, very important. I shared very important tips there. If you are to find a guy in Africa, what are the things you should pay attention to? Because if not, you'll find yourself in the situation that Zara found herself in. Dated Andreas and thought maybe he was a good guy, a single guy, interested to have a very serious relationship with her, but you see how he behaved. Because he left South Africa. It is very possible he even never went to India, but went back to Germany and couldn't communicate with Zara because had a wife in Germany. And sadly also exist most of white guys who come to Africa just for an adventure. Yeah, so when you meet him, be very, very careful to find out, is this guy really interested in a serious relationship that I want, or he is just being adventurous with me? Yeah, he takes me as one of his adventure. So tells you likes Italian men and was like, Bella, you know how Italian men can be so cute. Yeah, so juicy. But also likes German men, likes American men, and adds that thinks her best match are American men. So yeah, Zara continued with her search while watching my videos, then came across a guy from Australia. They chatted a bit, and when they talked about, you know, meeting in real life, started complaining about the prices of the flights. That it's too expensive, and Zara was like, no, I watched Bella's videos. Bella said if a guy starts complaining about it's too expensive for him to travel or maybe to sponsor you, go meet him, then just leave that guy. So Zara decided to drop that Australian guy, knew if she continued was just wasting her time. And it is very, very true. Most of my babies, you know this, I've been advising you this. You come across a guy, you are chatting, all is flowing, make sure you make that guy understand you are very far away from him and what to expect. Okay, you people have to meet. So you shouldn't be chatting with a guy for 5 months, 6 months without talking when to meet. Yeah. Because some you chat, and then month 6, when you start talking of meeting, they start acting as if they thought You are the girl next door to him. So he should know that. So you talk to him, you see his response, it will tell you if this guy is really prepared or is not prepared or is not even capable of. He's just, passing his time. So Zara did good to end it with that Australian guy. So guys, after ending it with the guy from Australia who was complaining about the prices, blah 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 blah, decided to go on Tinder. So when went on Tinder, matched with this Russian guy by the name of Dimmetry, 46 years old, and lived 10 minutes away from her. The neighborhood where Dimmetry lived was a rich neighborhood where wealthy people stays, the billionaires, the politicians, yeah. And Dimmetry was a mathematics professor. No wonder was living in that rich neighborhood. So his photos on Tinder, Zara tells you they looked okay. He looked somehow cute because had dark hair and was wearing glasses. So after they matched, chatted a bit, decided to go on WhatsApp, and Zara asked for a video call. So when they did a video call, Zara tells you he looked somehow different because he was bald, no hair, like the photos on Tinder, no, but still was wearing glasses on their video call. Looked still okay, though a bit different. Yeah, so they chatted and the conversation was really going great. And remember, is in that category of guys that Zara is attracted to. If you are intelligent, if you are into science, any science background, yeah, she will like you. And because they lived very close, Dimmetry asked Zara to meet up for coffee. So when he invited her on a coffee date, was like, it's fine, no problem, but they kept on talking. And as they kept on talking, Zara discovered that they had same hobbies, liked same things. Zara liked dancing, Dimmetry too liked dancing. Oh my god. It was really good, and she told herself, I think I am 28 years old, mature enough to date a guy who is 46, very older than me, but I think it's okay. And another thing that made her like to push on the relationship with Dimmetry, it's because tells you at 28 thought that the clock was ticking. So I found this guy, he seems really serious, wants to get married, have a family, settle down. So thought had hit the jackpot, yeah. And tells you was kind of desperate. There is that time when you reach some years, you start like stressing up yourself of my age is going, I need a kid, I need to settle down. And if you're not careful, you will end up picking wrong men because you are in a desperate situation. So that is why I'm always advising you guys to not pressure yourself. You can find love at any age. Take your time. When you come across a guy, he seems serious, get to understand his real intentions. Because yes, you are 28 years old and can find this guy, you pick him fast without even knowing him better, you get married, that is what you wanted, but after a year or a year and a half or even 6 months, you are divorced. What have you done to yourself? What? You have put yourself into more stress, because not all divorces are easy. I have been close to ladies that went through the divorce. It's never easy, guys. So take your time, okay? Don't worry about the age. So guys, Zara tells you 1 week after her birthday, that is when they decided to meet for a coffee date with Dimmetry. So they meet up, and when looked at Dimmetry, tells you was 1.7 meters, same height as Zara. It did not disturb her because tells you had dated guys who were shorter than her. in the past. But something that stood up in Dimmetry, he was totally different from the photos she saw on Tinder. And tells you what Dimmetry did to her wasn't a catfish, but a kitten fish. And tells you a kitten fish is when someone posts their photos when they were much younger and good looking compared to the present. Yeah, because Dimmetry looked much older and wasn't looking all that good like in the pictures. He had a soft skin, good looking. The photos had a very good lighting, but in real life, something else. This guy had a bigger head and a small body. Oh my god, but that's how Zara described him. When he could put on his glasses, could look good, but when he could put off the glasses, wasn't looking good. But he dressed up nicely and looked clean. Also on their date, everything seemed to go really good. He wasn't into any 50-50 kind of a relationship. You know, the conversation went super good. And when the date was almost finishing, the coffee date, they wanted to talk further and get to know each other more. So Dimmetry suggests that Zara should go to his place. And Zara tells you accepted to go to his place, but advises you never ever do such kind of a risky thing, to go to a guy's place on the first date, because you never know who is the guy. But in her heart told her that he is a good guy and will not do anything bad to her. So decided to follow her instincts that Dimmetry is the good guy, nothing will happen to her, but also was kind protected in a way, could send messages to her friends, even told her friends the address of Dimmetry and all that. In case of anything, they know where to find her. So Zara tells you when arrived at his house, he became suddenly unattractive to her. I told you when you go to a guy's house, to his place, it will tell you a lot about that person. Because at the coffee shop, imagined this guy is clean, but being in his house, oh my god, it was so disorganized, had very dirty dishes on the sink. Even Zara had to wash those dishes. Tells you even the way he could walk, the way he could talk was so unattractive to Zara. But her head kept on convincing her that age is just the number, looks don't matter, and this guy has got a house, is ready to settle down, get married, have children. So why should you stress yourself at his age and the way he looks, you know? But in her heart tells you that knew that he was not the one, because looks really matters to her. But her head kept on telling her, no Zara, you know, you will learn to love him. Looks don't matter, just go ahead with the relationship. And that's how went ahead with the relationship. She remembers you that was 28 years old and insecure that guys of her age won't want her, was kind desperate. But I'm telling you guys, let's all keep on working on our mindset. It's all the mindset. If you look at Zara, I showed you her photos and I'll still share her photos here. You can't see her face, but I'm telling you, is such a beautiful, beautiful lady. But if you hear these words, you'll be like, why girl? But not only Zara, exists lots of ladies that are insecure of their age, and maybe no guy of their age will want them. But it's not true. Girl, you need to keep on believing in yourself. You are beautiful. Never ever accept anyone to look down on you or tell you otherwise. Okay? While you walk with your head high, a confident lady, because what you feed your mind can put you in an unhappy place. I don't want that to happen. So was desperate for a relationship. So while at his place, connected so much, had an intelligent conversation, and also adds that reminded her of her late grandmother. Yeah, the conversation that they had, because her grandmother was such an intelligent lady. Zara hasn't healed yet from the loss of her grandmother, was very attached to her grandmother. So that same day, guys, guess what? They enjoyed the goodies. And don't come here and start judging Zara. Yeah, it is what it is. Plus, I saw a comment last time, someone saying that, Bella, how comes you don't talk about protection, ladies using the protection? You need to know that the stories I bring here, I don't twist anything. They are the way they are, okay? So if nothing like that came in the story, I can't bring it up. If you are talking about, sharing the goodies and all that, I have a video here. I talked on when to share the goodies and how, if you want to share the goodies. So if you want to know if I've ever talked of, the protection and all that, watch that video. But if a lady comes and tells you I shared the goodies, she never mentioned of the protection and all that, no one to judge. And even if I judge, it won't help anything. It has happened already. Some of you, I might sit here and tell you, use the protection, go for checkups, do this, do that. But when you are sharing those goodies, I am not there. I am not there. Yeah. So it is all up to you guys. The life is yours. But what is right, I have shared it already. How you should do it. So yeah, they enjoyed the goodies and Zara tells you it went really good. Actually, cause was having those mixed feelings. Maybe he's not the one. Another side, I should just go ahead with him because I'm desperate for a relationship and this guy wants to settle. I was like, let me just share the goodies. What will happen later. But some funny thing she talked about is about the eggplant. So was like, most ladies are scared, like, oh, white guys have got small eggplants. That is how most people say, but tells you it's not true. Most white guys have got okay eggplant. In any race, there will always be a guy with a small eggplant and a big eggplant. It matters if the guy doesn't know how to use it. Let's close that chapter. So Zara tells you there was a connection and thinks that day they shared too much of themselves because Dimmetry told Zara about his past trauma whereby his mom was really abusive to him and the dad never did anything, so was kind of angry at his mother. On Zara's side, also shared her trauma. If you all remember her relationship with her dad, how it was a very toxic one. So Zara said, please avoid these kind of talks on your first date. It is very wrong because you will find yourself connecting or bonding with a guy because of the trauma, and that is what is called trauma bond. When you connect with someone because of the trauma you both went through, it is wrong because you need to connect with someone because of who they are, their personality, their character. That should bring the connection, not the trauma. And also talked of something that I've talked about in my videos. I thank God because we get vivid examples. I told you, when you meet a guy online, never ever share your whole life with that guy in that same day. Tell everything about you that same day, before even knowing who is this guy. Okay? Even if, yes, he's trying to open up to you, don't open up. Make it short. When it comes to your personal life, make it short. What happened in your past? How comes you are divorced? Things could not work out. Yeah, we lived together, everything was fine, but reached a point, maybe my husband decided to just end the relationship, or maybe we both decided we can't continue, we can't support each other, and decided to end the relationship. Though the truth is different. Maybe this guy cheated on you. The truth is, maybe this guy was very abusive to you. He could get physical, even in front of the kids. You don't need to tell that guy that you just met all those things, because you never know who they are. You might be chatting with a guy that is a toxic guy, and he is taking notes of everything you are telling him, whereby later will use those things against you. And this thing will also happen to Zara. Yeah, that is why she is discouraging you to never ever do a trauma bond. So guys, let me hope you have learned something from this. If you never came across a video where I talked of do not open up too soon to a guy that you just met. So Zara tells you from the coffee date to his house, the date lasted for 3 days. Stayed at his house and thinks they rushed things too fast. But was like, it is that feeling when you convince yourself he is the one. So enjoyed that date. Dimmetry was really caring. Also remembers on their second date, bought her flowers, because Zara likes flowers so much. Even introduced her to all his friends, even his dancing group. Took her there. Everyone was happy to meet Zara. But tells you, attention, if you're dating a guy, he's older than you, and you see this guy rushing to introduce you very fast to his friends, it might be a red flag. And I know you're asking yourself, red flag? How, Bella? It is good for a guy to introduce you to his friends. So she explains this. So Zara explained this by telling you that later came to find out that Dimmetry was very insecure of his age and his looks, but more on his age. Was trying to be young but felt old. So she advises you that if you're going to date an older guy, he should know he is much older than you and should behave according to his age. Shouldn't expect you to behave like his age, okay? He should just let you behave your age and should understand that. Should let you think like your age. Should not expect you to think like his age. And tells you, be very careful not to be used as a trophy wife or trophy girlfriend, because some older guys will take a young lady, be with that young lady to show others, look, I am much older, but I can get this beautiful, intelligent young woman by my side. So that's why she thinks Dimmetry was so fast to introduce her to all his friends as a trophy girlfriend. She's young, beautiful, intelligent, and I am older than her, but we are together. Look at me. Also tells you that there are some older guys that will be jealousy of you because you are young, because maybe you might find someone else that is younger or same age as you are, and then you leave him. So they are always insecure of that, always in competition with younger guys because they think you are going to cheat with those young men. And Zara saw all this in Dimmetry. That is why she's telling you, be careful. And here I am adding, you find a very young lady, maybe 25, maybe in her late 20s or early 30s, finds this guy, he is in his late 40s or late 50s online, and this guy says wants to be with her, wants to marry her, but does not want a child. When you tell this guy, I want to have a child, even if it is 1 or 2, he tells you, no, that is not in my plan. Actually, it's a deal breaker. If you want to be with me, you have to accept not to have a child. But when you look at this old guy, he has his own kids, grown-up kids. So how do you expect, as a young lady as I am, not to want children and be with you? That is called selfishness. We should be careful on that too. Something else that Zara talked about and is warning you is when you find yourself dating an older guy and you are always talking about this guy, praising him. When you are with your friends, it is praising how good he is, how he takes care of you, how he does this, how he does that to you. All good things. Says that is not a good sign actually, cause you might be saying that to convince yourself you belong to that person, but in reality, you don't. So you keep talking about it with your friends, with everyone, so that it sticks here in your mind to accept you belong to that person. So when you find yourself in such kind of a situation, you should know that it's not a good situation, because that's the same thing Zara used to do. Could always be talking about Dimmetry, how good he is. Kept on convincing herself she belongs to Dimmetry. So you'll be asking yourself, if Zara saw all these red flags, how come she continued? The thing is, sometimes when we are in a relationship, if we don't have anyone, maybe to talk to us, tell us, there is a red flag here, we actually don't see any red flag. But when it ends, you sit down, you start thinking, or maybe you come across videos like mine, talking about toxic guys, talking about a certain guy, and you be like, it's like she is describing the guy that I was dating. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4 red flags. Oh my God. Yeah, you start to see them red flags. That is why right now she clearly sees the red flags. But another reason says it was not always bad. This is funny, because when I hear this from a woman, I'm like, oh my God, it is wrong. It is totally wrong. Yes, a perfect relationship doesn't exist. But there are some things when you see in a guy, it's clear it won't go anywhere. Even if there's sometimes things are good. So you shouldn't keep on pushing a relationship, because sometimes they are good times and sometimes bad things, or you see red flags in a guy. They keep on adding and adding. Okay? So as their relationship continued, Dimmetry invites Zara on a weekend getaway. Zara was like, let me tell you, Bella, to show you that he was not the one and looks really matters to me, I was so embarrassed to be seen with Dimmetry. I am laughing about it, but honestly, it is a serious thing. I know a lady who dated a guy, kept on convincing herself that looks don't matter, age is just the number, she will learn to love this guy. Dated for 3 good years, and she came to me, was like, Bella, no. I thought I could learn to love him, but it's not the case. It's not the case at all. I even forced myself to share the goodies with him. I don't enjoy at all, because I feel there is no connection. I feel not attracted to him, and we are not married yet. So I imagine living my marriage life like this forever. No, I can't do it. I cannot. The guy is good. I thought with time things will be okay. I'll be okay being with him, but no. Had to end the relationship. So my request here is, instead of you going to the sites, you find a guy who is older than you, and you know you are the lady that is not attracted to older guys. No matter how good he is, do not start the relationship with that guy. Please, because it won't be fair to that guy. Let him find the lady that will love him the way he is and with his age. Yeah, because exist ladies that are really attracted to older guys, and looks don't matter. They are not attracted to younger guys, okay? That's my request. So in that weekend getaway with Dimmetry, felt embarrassed to be seen with Dimmetry. Maybe people will think she is a gold digger, you know, staying with a sugar daddy, trying to take his money and not love. So while there, on their weekend getaway, Zara tells you there was another cute young interracial couple, you know, a black lady and a white guy, both young, good looking, looked at them and was so jealous, was so envious of that couple. Told herself, look at this cute young couple, oh my god. And they were so in love with each other. You could feel the love. They were holding each other, and Zara was there, very sad, angry. Like, I'm here with Dimmetry, he's older than me. Wished to also be like that couple. So later went, you know, for dinner, and at the restaurant found that couple again. Oh my god, was so envy of them. Because in her heart, Dimmetry wasn't her type when it came to looks. Even personality-wise, wasn't her type. Because Zara is friendly, is vibrant, you know, talks to people. But with Dimmetry, he was very boring and could talk very badly to people. Even remembers when they arrived, went to the reception, and Dimmetry wanted to book for a massage at the spa. But the lady at the reception told Dimmetry it is fully booked for that day. Tells you the way he talked down on that lady to embarrass her just because he was told it is fully booked. That did not sit well with her. He was so rude and very, very embarrassing. Something that shocked Zara, because Zara tells you is a nurse and knows how it feels to be treated that way by a patient. Yeah, it is not a good feeling at all. So kind felt the way that receptionist felt. But Dimmetry felt like because he is paying money to stay there, he can talk to them the way he wants or treat them the way he wants. So Zara sometimes could try to speak to them in the local language, and Dimmetry could seriously get angry with her. This is a big red flag. When you are dating a guy and you see him talking badly to other people, don't think it will end there. I've said this and I'll keep saying it. One time, it will also be you. Him talking so badly, talking so down on you, just like he is doing to the other people. So as a woman, don't feel like you are untouchable. You are on that level. He loves you. He will never treat you bad. He will, girl. He will. Because that's a toxic guy. So he started getting angry and even envious of Zara, because Zara is friendly. Everyone likes her. is intelligent. So was like, at first, yes, I was a trophy girlfriend, but now it's not okay because she is better than me. Tells you exists such kind of older guys. He will be okay to showcase you to his friends as a trophy girlfriend, a trophy wife, but you should stay at your place, okay? Don't try to be better than him or anything like that. If that happens, then he is no longer interested in you or will start treating you bad. So on the last day of their weekend getaway, Dimmetry talked so rude to the manager. To an extent, Zara had to intervene. Oh my God. Dimmetry got so angry at her. But Zara told him, "You are so rude. You speak so rudely to people who serve you." He was like, "No, I am so nice. I'm such a friendly guy." He was a kind of a guy that when he is wrong, doesn't accept that he is wrong. To him, he was such a perfect guy. Oh my God. That's a narcissist. So they really had a fight because Zara intervened. To an extent, Zara cried because knows how it feels for someone to talk down on you, to embarrass you, talk rudely to you. And guess what this guy said? "The reason why you think I am rude, it's because of the relationship you had with your dad." You see? You see? I told you, do not open up, because all those secrets, all those bad things that happened to you in the past, when a toxic guy gets that information in his hands, he will use that against you in the future. So this guy had started to use what Zara told him at first against her. Zara was shocked, like, "What? You are bringing my dad in this? You are pathetic." So on their way back home, again Dimmetry got into a fight with someone on the road. He was wrong, but never wanted to admit he was wrong. Started shouting and even shouted at Zara. I told you. He will start it with other people, but one day he will also come to treat you bad, come to shout at you. So he shouted at Zara as if she was the child. And Zara comes again that this is the reason to why I will never, ever date an older guy. If a man talks to you as if you are a child and not his equal, these are the guys that wants to control you. You are supposed to keep quiet, shut up. When he talks, he is always right because he's older than you. He knows the best. Oh my God, this is so sick, really sick. But these kind of guys exist. So even if you are interested in older guys, make sure you find a quality older guy, a guy who won't treat you like this. So shouted at her, talked to her as if she is a child. Zara kept quiet and ignored him. So guys, eventually Zara arrived home, and when she arrived home, received a message from Dimmetry saying sorry for what happened. She forgave him and they continued. Then after some time, I think something like a week, receives a message from Dimmetry, a breaking up message saying it's over because you don't care. So when Zara called Dimmetry for him to explain why he thinks she doesn't care, he didn't have anything to say or any reason to why he thinks she doesn't care. And from there, Zara responded to him, "Fuck you," and blocked him right away. Tells you after blocking him, felt a relief. Because all along, this wasn't going to work. We should never force relationships that we see they will not go anywhere, no matter how we want it to keep going. Because the truth is, yes, Dimmetry was bad. He had all those red flags, but he is the guy that they stayed in a relationship together, shared lots of things together, talked and all that. So that kind of feeling bad can be there. It can stop you to end the relationship. But dear sisters, your happiness comes first. So Zara tells you, if you want a man of a certain characteristics, stick to that. If you come across a guy and maybe ticks a half or 80% of the boxes of the things that you want into a guy, you will not be happy if you date that guy, because the rest must be important too. So all the boxes should tick. So right now Zara is like, will never date an older guy, want someone of her age and good looking, because looks matters very, very much. Wants a guy of her generation, not her mother's generation, not her father's generation, not her sister's generation. Someone that can relate. When they sit down, they make stories, they can understand each other. Not someone that will treat her as a child, or when she talks of something or brings a certain story, the movies that maybe she watched as little, the guy will not understand a thing. That's Zara, and I know exist lots of ladies like Zara that are like, no, if a guy is old, I am not interested. I'm not attracted to these kind of guys. I respect your decision, okay? But you who are attracted to older guys, please watch them the red flags. Not all older guys are bad. Exist older guys that are really good and they will tick all your boxes, because the first box, you are attracted to an older guy. So for today, we are going to end it here. Zara's love story continues and more juicy story is to come. You will keep on learning lots of new things. Thank you so much for watching this video till now. I appreciate much for your love and your support. Please, if you haven't watched my other videos too, go watch them. You will learn a lot. Give this video a thumbs up if you have liked it. Share it with your friends, family, everyone that you think will enjoy this video and learn something new. Comment below what you think about this video. I would really love to read your comments. And you know what, guys? I love you so much. You're always here in my heart. Let us meet in my next video. Ciao, ciao.